Imagine stepping out of a life of absolute silent devotion and walking straight into the blinding glare of international superstardom. You have no money, no connections, and no experience. Your only survival strategy is to maintain a massive, highly public lie to millions of screaming fans, because slipping up even once means destroying your family's future. This is the situation facing Go Minyo. She is heavily sheltered, incredibly clumsy, and weeks away from taking her final vows as a nun. Her entire world consists of quiet prayers and stone walls. She has zero preparation for the chaos and noise of the outside world. But her identical twin brother, Minam, has chosen a very different path. He recently auditioned and won a highly coveted spot in South Korea's biggest rock band, Angel. The contract is ready to sign, but a botched medical procedure has trapped him in the United States. He is recovering in secret, entirely unable to show his face to the agency or the public.
For Minyo, walking away is impossible. Her brother's management team corners her with an ultimatum: pose as Minam pay a single month until he heals. She agrees, driven by a specific, desperate motivation. Achieving national fame is the only realistic way they can generate enough media attention to track down the mother who abandoned them years ago. To pull this off, the physical and psychological erasure of Minyo has to be absolute. She chops off her hair, binds her chest tightly every morning, and drops her vocal register. She is no longer a postulant. She is a member of the hyper-masculine, highly scrutinized machine of the K-pop industry. The deception immediately becomes dangerous when she moves into the AN Gel House. She isn't commuting to a studio. She is living 24 hours a day with 3 eccentric, highly observant male pop stars. She has to hide her biology while sharing every meal, rehearsal, and living space with people who notice every single mistake she makes. This top-down blueprint of the house illustrates the literal pressure cooker she is trapped in. You can see the 3 large red zones representing the bandmates' territories, constantly sweeping across one tiny safe area. Outside, aggressive media surveillance tracks every move the band makes. Inside, the lack of privacy makes a slip-up a mathematical certainty over a long enough timeline. Surviving this requires more than just changing clothes. It demands an ironclad mental focus. Minyo must endure the physical pain of her disguise and the mental drain of the deception, while navigating 3 massive, unpredictable egos. Every day she avoids exposure, she is forced to harden her resolve just to stay in the game. The primary threat to this operation is Hwang Taekyung. He is the band's lead singer, arrogant, deeply germophobic, and fiercely protective of his territory. He despises the new addition to his band and looks for any excuse to throw the newcomer out of the house. This relationship web maps the secret. A solid red line snaps to Taekyung, who discovers her gender, but enters a fragile truce. A dotted blue line pulses to Shinwoo, her invisible protector. A yellow line twists to Jeremy, spiraling into a comedic existential crisis. This dynamic creates a relentless engine of suspense.
The audience is watching a state of asymmetrical knowledge play out in real time. Every interaction carries the weight of a ticking clock, leaving you wondering which of the 3 boys will act on their hidden feelings or accidentally spill the secret first. The internal tension eventually attracts an external threat. Youre, a massive pop idol known as the nation's fairy, stumbles onto Minyo's true identity. Beneath her carefully curated public persona, Youre is deeply manipulative, and she immediately weaponizes the secret for her own gain. To protect Minyo from being outed to the press, Taekyung allows Youre to blackmail him. He agrees to stage a highly publicized fake romantic relationship with her. This thoroughly isolates Minyo within the house, trapping her behind a wall of manufactured tabloid drama while she watches the man she loves play a role for another woman. The pressure finally forces Taekyung and Minyo to admit their genuine feelings for one another. But the relief is short-lived. They quickly uncover a dark history. Taekyung's estranged mother was involved in a bitter rivalry that directly contributed to the death of Minyo's late father. Right as this emotional weight reaches its peak, the real Minam returns from the United States, fully healed. With her brother ready to step into his rightful place, Minyo is forced to pack her bags and disappear from the band entirely,
leaving behind the life she built and the people who now know her true self. The grand deception never collapses because of aggressive paparazzi or a rival's blackmail scheme. It breaks under the unbearable weight of genuine human connection and the unexpected surfacing of inherited family trauma. The climax arrives at a massive arena concert in Japan. The venue is packed with tens of thousands of screaming fans, illustrating the deafening scale of Angel's fame and the sheer size of the world Minyo is preparing to leave behind forever. Minyo attends the concert, but she is no longer bound in her disguise. Dressed in her own feminine clothing, she attempts to blend into the massive, surging crowd, looking to say a silent, permanent goodbye to Taekyung from a distance. From the main stage, Taekyung spots her hiding in the dark. He stops the performance, steps off the stage, and parts the sea of fans. He pulls her directly into a blinding spotlight, holding her in front of thousands of cameras, and publicly confesses his love to her true self. By surviving the constant threat of exposure, staring down Yuhei's blackmail, and navigating Taekyung's volatility, the once timid nun in training was transformed. Stepping into her brother's shoes didn't just hide her identity, it forced her to develop the resilience to finally stand in her own light. The story resonates because it frames a radical departure from comfort as the primary catalyst for self-discovery. By being forced to live a lie, Minyo was actually given the tools to find her most authentic self. Could you survive a full month living in secret with your favorite band without giving yourself away? Let me know down in the comments. If you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and click on the screen right now to watch our next breakdown.